In this video, we'll be going over the fact that Blackrock did just apply to the SEC for a Bitcoin exchange traded fund, a Bitcoin ETF. And this is the same US Securities and Exchange Commission that just filed a lawsuit against Coinbase and also another one against Binance and their CEO, CZ. Yes, the SEC is currently attacking the crypto industry, but it gets even better. The Blackrock that just applied for this ETF is the same Blackrock that said in 2018 they will not be offering a cryptocurrency ETF until the industry is legitimate enough. So what is this recent change of bias by Blackrock to want a Bitcoin ETF? Clearly they think the industry is now legitimate enough, but this is all happening at a time when the US Securities and Exchange Commission is attacking the crypto industry in the United States of America. So what does this mean for the crypto industry going forward? I'll be getting into all of that in this video. So if that does interest you, be sure to stick with me until the very end. Without further ado, let's get right into it and let the gains be with you. Welcome to Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market. Let's start things off by taking a look at the overall cryptocurrency market. Bitcoin is trading for $26,500, and we have Ethereum trading for $1,727. Now, at the start of June, the Bitcoin price was around $27,300. It did drop by around 10% in the first 2 weeks of June, and it now has recovered back to $26,500. It's only down around 3% in the month of June right now, despite all of the fear and uncertainty and doubt in the market, all really coming from the US Securities and Exchange Commission. And this gentleman right here, this guy, Gary Gensler, he has an absolute vengeance right now for the crypto industry in the United States of America. We can see that the SEC sues Coinbase over staking services failing to register. And with all of these lawsuits, especially against Coinbase, Coinbase has been operating in the US for around 10 years now, and they have always been very open with communication to the US Securities and Exchange Commission. They want to be regulatory compliant, but the SEC basically never gave them clear instructions. Now, all of a sudden, out of left field, the SEC filed a lawsuit against Coinbase. And also, of course, they are suing Binance, which is really the largest crypto exchange in the entire world. This gentleman here, CZ, is an absolute crypto industry tycoon who has paved the way forward. And he is a big reason of why crypto is as big as it is today with everything that he has done for the industry. But the SEC does not care at all. We can see that they filed 13 charges against Binance, the world's largest crypto exchange, and its founder CZ, alleging that both commingled billions of dollars worth of users' funds and sent them to a European company controlled by CZ. Now, as of right now, these are just accusations. No charges have been filed yet, but all of this is coming at the same exact time that Blackrock, which is the largest asset manager in the entire world, they have $9.5 trillion in assets under management, did just apply to the same SEC that is suing Coinbase and Binance for a Bitcoin ETF. If you don't know what an ETF is, it's an exchange traded fund. It essentially allows Wall Street and institutional investors to safely invest in the asset, right, without them having to hold it in their own hardware wallet, so to speak. But anyways, this is huge news. Blackrock is the largest asset manager in the world. Blackrock said they will not be offering a Bitcoin ETF until the industry is legitimate enough. Their CEO, Larry Fink, said this in 2018. Now here's good old Larry applying for a Bitcoin ETF with the SEC. So in my opinion, we are seeing a huge smokescreen with the lawsuits against Coinbase and Binance. These are just accusations, right? They are trying to make something out of thin air. They really don't have a lot of proof. And of course, everything will be handled in the courtroom. These usually do end in settlements. I think that Coinbase has a legitimate case to fight the SEC here, and I think they will be fighting them. And they are probably going to win the case because the SEC really, like I said, this is a huge smokescreen right now. In my opinion, of course, right? Everything I say here is from my own experience, and that makes it my own opinion. But yeah, Coinbase, they definitely have a legitimate case to beat the SEC. With Binance, there's a lot going on here. It's probably going to end in a settlement, but this is all just accusations as of right now. And like I said, this is a huge smokescreen. This is fear, uncertainty, and doubt to distract you, to make you scared. This, in my opinion, is peak bottom activities. And also, in my opinion, if we look at the Bitcoin weekly chart, in my opinion, down here at $15,400, $15,500, this was the bottom for the bear market. I do not think we will be going lower than this. And especially when this Bitcoin ETF gets approved, we are going to see trillions of dollars of institutional money flood into Bitcoin and the crypto market. So do not get scared right now. This is a huge smokescreen. I think this will blow over. And overall, this is just really bullish because when Coinbase, when Binance, when they get through this, when the Bitcoin ETF gets passed, it is just going to be a very good thing for the overall market. But guess what? It gets even better, right? Usually when the people that pull all of the strings, the puppet masters, don't like somebody, they send what's called a coordinated attack to make this person look like a villain in the eyes of the public. So CZ is getting sued over here by the SEC in the US, but guess what? They are also under investigation in France, right, for money laundering. Okay, so the French government is going after them right now. And also the Dutch government is going after Binance. You can see this tweet from June 16th. This is yesterday. Binance tweeted out that they regret to announce that Binance is leaving the Dutch market as we have been unable to register as a VASP with the Dutch regulator. So basically Binance is seeing a coordinated matrix attack on their business, and this is usually what happens when the puppet masters just don't like something. So this is how they do it. They put all of the media against them from various different outlets from all around the world. So in my opinion, that just means that Binance is doing something right, because one crypto exchange that never got investigated by the SEC and never got sued by the SEC was one known as FTX. And our guy Sam Broke Fraud is still dealing with the repercussions of his massive money laundering operation that he was running with FTX. But there is some breaking news that just came out this week, June 15th. We can see here that the FTX founder Sam Broke Fraud will have his criminal trial split into two separate proceedings. A judge ruled on Thursday, granting a request from prosecutors who worried that 5 of the 13 charges could be held up by a Bahamas court review. The move is a small win for Broke Fraud, who was initially charged with 8 federal counts of fraud and conspiracy when he was extradited from the Bahamas in December. Following his return to U.S. shores, federal prosecutors tacked on 5 more charges. He pleaded not guilty to all of them. Broke Fraud's attorneys have challenged the legality of the 5 newer charges on the grounds that they weren't part of the original extradition deal from the Bahamas, where FTX was based. Now, because they weren't a part of the 5 extradition deal from the Bahamas doesn't mean that he didn't commit the crimes and doesn't mean that he should be held liable. But of course, being that he's got the mommy and daddy connection with MIT and the SEC and everybody else in the club that we're not in, these 5 new charges are dropped. Okay, so basically this guy still is not charged. And he's basically on the verge of getting away with everything. It doesn't really surprise anybody that has their eyes open and understands what's going on in the world and can see through the smoke and mirrors. But really, it's just a huge joke and laughing stock, being that this dude here, Sam Broke Fraud, he was going on for years with FTX, basically just laundering money back to who in the United States of America, the big guy, you can say, and everybody else in the club. But here we are now. His charges are getting dropped. He's getting the easy treatment. Meanwhile, the SEC is going after the legitimate businesses here in the US. So yes, everything that I am seeing here that is going on is basically a non-event. It's a huge distraction to make you scared and basically have you exit the crypto industry. I think that everybody who does stick around through all of this fear, uncertainty, and doubt will reap the rewards in the future. Like I said, I think that the bottom is in here for Bitcoin. So that's my overall stance on what's happening with Blackrock, with the SEC, with Broke Fraud, right? Our guy Sammy Broke Fraud, with everything that is going on. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and found it insightful. In this video, we covered the breaking news, which is huge, by the way, that Blackrock did apply for a Bitcoin ETF with the SEC. This is a very bullish event that should not be overlooked. And of course, we covered the joke that is happening with the SEC going after Coinbase and Binance. Meanwhile, they're letting their guy Sam broke fraud off the hook, essentially. And like I said, if you can get through all of this smoke and mirrors, distractions, fear, uncertainty, and doubt, I think you will be able to reap massive rewards in the near future, to the medium-term future. I think things are going to be really picking up. So I hope that you did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure you let me know by smashing that like button down below. And if you are brand new to Crypto Empire and you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead right now and smash that subscribe button down below and turn on all bell notifications so that you don't miss any future videos. And my name is Connor from Crypto Empire, and I will see you in the next video.